Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great. A happy Monday to you and a great week ahead for you all. Today, we are going to see chapter number 1, My Body. It's a revision for you all because we are going to have test on this particular 2 chapters only, My Body and Plant Around Us. And you're very well aware that we have finished both these chapters before our summer holidays only. Yes, let's just get started. Yes, children, this is what it is. What are you able to see on your screen? Yes, it is our human body. It's our body. Our body is a wonderful gift given by the nature to us, right? It has many different parts which helps us in many different ways. We have lungs for breathing. We have heart for keeping us alive. It pumps blood to all of your body. Children, heart, what does a heart do? It purifies your blood and it circulates to whole of your body part. And then we have stomach, which gives us digests the foods and gives us energy. Let's see what all do we have. This is a wonderful gift given by the nature to us, and it has many different parts. The 3 main parts of our body are the head part, the trunk part, and the limbs part, right? And then let's see what all we have. Yes, let's just count what are the different parts of body we have. We start from head, forehead, ears, eyes, cheeks, nose, mouth, neck, shoulders, chest, elbow, arms, fingers, hands, legs, and toes, heel, everything, right? We'll just recall once again from top to bottom. We'll go again. Head, first one is head, then forehead, eyes, cheeks, ears, mouth, nose, neck, shoulder, chest, elbow, arms, fingers, hands, legs, foot, heel, and your toes. All these constitutes your body part. Children, as I said, our different body parts help us in many different ways. So there is something called as sense organs. What are they? They are called as sense organs. These are the organs which helps us to have sensory activities activated in our body, like eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Yes, we all are aware, very well aware from our previous class also, saying that we have 5 sense organs in our body. What are they? Let's repeat. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Okay. The other day I was speaking to Shrujana, okay, of your class. I was speaking, what are you doing, Shrujana? She said, Madam, I'm having my food. Okay, she said, I'm having my food. And suddenly she says, my mom has put lots of salt in that. And I said, how did you get to know? She said, I tasted it, madam, I tasted it. And my tongue got the most salty flavor. That's why I can make out saying that it has lots of salt in that. And then I was speaking to Arvind of your class. I was speaking to Arvind of your class, and he's like, I called him, what are you doing, Arvind? I'm like, madam, I am drinking cold water. I was like, drinking cold water? How do you know water is a cold one? Did you tasted it? They're like, no, madam, with the help, when I touched it, it was too cold. Yes, with the help of like the feel of the skin, he could make out that the water was very cold. And then I was giving a call to Anushri, and I'm like, what Anushri, just I was not able to hear her properly because there was lots of sound behind her. I asked, like, what happened? I'm not able to hear you, Anushri. Like, madam, lots of loud sound is there behind me. Somebody's playing music in a very loud volume and all. Like, oh, how did you know whether the sound is loud or low? Madam, it's with the help of ears. And then I called up. Finally, I was calling up to Swayam Prakash. I'm like, what are you doing, Swayam? He says me, madam, I'm watching TV. I'm like, oh, is it? What are you watching? He said some cartoon name. What is the color of dress he was wearing? He said me the color of the dress that the cartoon character was wearing. I like, how did you get to know that? Ma'am, through my vision. I'm able to see it. How are these possible? This seeing, this tasting, the ears, nose, smelling, all those things are possible because of our sense organs. Children, let's see one by one our sense organs. Okay, let me start with ears. Okay, when we go out, we often hear a lot of bird sounds, right? Birds chirping sounds, children's making sound, lots of sound outside when they are playing. We hear lots of vehicle sounds, and we see lots of we hear, not see, sorry, when we hear a lots of different kinds of sound, we can make out whether the sound is a bearable or unbearable, right? The sounds, who helps us to hear all these sounds? It's our ears. It's our ears which helps us to recognize different sounds. Okay, and children, one great thing about, see how many ears we have. See, I too have 2 ears. I don't know about you people. You should see, just check in your body how many ears you people have. Basically, we have 2 ears, right? One good and magical thing about ear is we can make out the sound from which direction it is coming. Correct? It senses the direction also. Imagine there's a sound coming. We can make it out. Okay, whether it is at our right side or whether it is our left side. Correct? So our ears even judge the direction from where the sound is coming. Okay, and ears also helps us to differentiate between different loud sounds and very pleasant, gentle sounds. Very loud sounds are unpleasant, right? Do you people like a lot of loud music? But children, remember one thing, anything which is louder is harmful for your ears. That's why we always also saying that do not put your earplugs whenever you're hearing something from your mobile into ears, because the sound is directly entering into the ears and it might damage your eardrum. And whenever you are hearing, the volume should be very minimum so that it does not damage your ears. It's because it's harmful for that. How do we feel the buyer? Now just take an example. There's a big blast. What do you do? And if there's a thunderstorm, what is the first thing you will do? You just close your ears, right? Because you cannot bear those things. Your ears, eventually, if you keep on listening a lot of loud sounds, your ears starts paining. Yes. And one good habit is to always regularly clean your ears using earbuds. You're not supposed to poke in any different harmful objects, children. You're not supposed to poke in any harmful object. You should always use an earbud. See, you're not supposed to put any sharp object, because if your inner part of your ears get damaged, you will not be able to hear anything further. So it's very necessary for you people to be careful not to put any sharp object in your ears. Plus, but then you're supposed to clean it, get it cleaned by your parents or by the doctor using a cotton earbuds. Now let's go towards our next sense organ. Yes, our next sense organ is our eyes. Children, for a minute, just close your eyes and try to imagine the colors. It's just black. Correct? It is just black. If you open your eyes, you can see a lot of different colors around us. Children, the most God's gift in our body is our eyes. We see various objects around us through our eyes. Our eyes only sends different signals to our brain about different things which is coming across us. Yes, with the help of our eyes only we can make it out how far an object is with us. It can actually calculate the distance. See, I said you right, for ears, it can make out from which direction the sound is coming. Eyes will actually tell us how far an object is. Is it too far or is it very near to us? And also, eyes helps us to differentiate between different colors. We can see oranges, An orange is an orange color, an apple is of red color. Yes, a rose is of different yellow color, pink color, red color rose. How do we make out all these things? Because with the help of our eyes. And tell me one thing, as soon as if you feel very emotional, okay, if you're getting scolding from your parents, what is which body part reacts first? Is this our eyes? Our eyes gives us different expressions. Yes, it gives us different expression. It feels our emotions. If you're happy, your eyes are sparkling. Yes, if you're sad, you will have a sad eyes, and if you're crying, you're crying through your eyes. Yes. And one interesting thing for you all children, you know what, when a baby is born, right, when a baby is born, a newborn baby, it is color blind. You know, it doesn't have, that eyes do not have colors. No, it cannot make out the, only if it can see everything, but it will be only black and white color. So if you wear anything and go, and if you are giving some colorful object to the newborn baby, it cannot see the colors. It's always black and white. So eventually when you grow, when the babies grow, they see all the different colors. Children, one good thing about eyes, good habit for the eyes is you should clean your eyes regularly. So just take plain water, splash on your eyes and clean it. Why? Because see, whenever we go out somewhere, we have lots of dust in our eyes. And one thing, never rub your eyes, okay? You should never rub your eyes. If you are feeling itchy, just put your fingers on your eyes and give a gentle massage, but do not rub it rigorously because it will damage. What will happen if a dust particle is, imagine if a dust particle is there inside eye, and when you rub it, it will get rubbed on the eyes. It might damage your eyes, okay, because it's very sensitive. So make it a habit always to splash your eyes whenever you come out, you come inside your house from outside, because you will get in contact with lots of dust particles and all. And do not rub your eyes. Our next sense organ is nose. Okay, what does the nose do for us? Our nose helps us to smell different types of smells and fragrances. It can differentiate between good smell and a bad smell. The nose helps us to smell even smell things around, which is around us, like some good smells are there, good nice fragrances like good perfumes, good smells from flowers, your food items which are like tempting, right? And even some like bad smells which comes through different kind of rotten things which are like spoiled things, right? So those kinds, who helps us to smell all those kind of things? It is our nose. Our nose has fine hairs inside our nose. Okay, you all might have seen, we have small hairs inside our nose. You know what, children, why do we have those hairs inside our nose? It is to trap the dust particle. See, when we smell, we take the air inside, right? And air contains lots of dust. Yes, when we go out, you can see that we have lots of dust particles and lots of fumes and everything. Those things get trapped in your nose. Yes, who does it? It is our nose, and the rest fresh air gets inside the nose and helps us to breathe the clean air. And always keep your nose clean by blowing it gently. You should keep your nose also clean. Use clean handkerchief or towel to clean your nose. Now let's go towards our next sense organ. Yes, our next sense organ is our tongue. I said you right. I spoke to Shrujana. What she said, she's having a food and which is literally salty. Yes, how did she manage to get that information? With the help of tongue only, right? Tongue is it's a very sensitive organ, sensitive towards taste. Our tongue helps us to taste the different food items. It even helps us to find out whether the various food items and their flavors present in different food items, like ice cream, If you eat a chocolate, if you eat chutneys, if you eat sauces and all, we can make out what is the taste, what are the flavors of that. And tongue helps us to speak and taste food we eat. It helps us to speak also, right? Let's do one experiment, okay? Hold your tongue and try to speak. I'll do it for you. Hello, students. See, I'm not able to do it. You also try with me, okay? And just see, you try to say Namaste, madam, holding your tongue and see how it sounds. So, tongue is a organ which also helps us to speak. It's sensitive, obviously it is sensitive towards different taste also. And children, one thing I would like to tell you, saying that our tongue has 3,000 taste buds. You just take out your tongue and see in front of your mirrors, okay children? One thing, go in front of mirror, just open your just take out your tongue out of your mouth and see in the mirror. You can see that your tongue is made of different taste buds. It's like not a plain like skin, it is like spots, right? What are they? They are the taste buds. And you know what? The strongest muscle in our body is our tongue. Even after it comes between our teeth, we don't feel so much of pain. And you know what, children? One more information for you people. The average length, the length of our tongue usually is 10 centimeter average, on an average. Not like everybody has 10 centimeters. Somebody might have 1 or 2 centimeters small, or a little 1 centimeter, a bigger one. But on an average, it is 10 centimeter. And children, our tongue is such a specific organ. It is divided into 4 different parts. You can see in the picture, the tip of the tongue is having taste buds which is active for sweet taste. The sides, this side, left side and right sides are for salty and sour, and the last, like end of your tongue is for bitter taste. One logic I'll give you, whenever you taste something sweet, you'll keep it in a tip of your tongue, right? You'll taste it here. You will not keep your sweets deep inside your mouth, right? And whenever we eat food and everything, we always taste the sourness and saltiness from a side of the tongue. And one thing you might have observed, why do we keep our medicines, whichever we take tablets, right? We take medicines, we keep deep inside our mouth and we drink water and gulp it up. Why do we do that? Because the medicine is bitter, it is of bitter taste. If we keep that medicine on the tongue at the deep inside, you will not feel much bitterness, because the taste buds on that area of the tongue is for bitter taste only. Or else, I'll just give you an experiment, okay? Take the tablet. If you're not like, generally don't go for it. Whenever if you are asked to take a tablet, keep it on your tip of the tongue. You will feel more bitter because the taste buds on your tip of your tongue is for sweet taste. And yes, we should, like any other organs, even we should keep our tongue clean. See, we brush our teeth daily, yes, but our tongue is also located inside our mouth. If your teeth are getting, when you sleep and get up in the morning, your teeth will have, germs on that, correct? So for that, you will brush your teeth. Then imagine if teeth are getting germs and all, don't you think the germs might be sitting on the tongue also? That's why, children, always use a tongue cleaner, and you should keep, once you finish your brushing, then you should also clean your tongue using the tongue cleaner. It is the most important, because once you have, imagine you haven't used tongue cleaner and you have not used your tongues, the germs are still sitting on the mouth, on your tongue. And where do you eat? From the mouth only. Where does the food go and sits? It sits in our mouth and it sits on our tongue only, correct? Then that particular germs might get mixed with the food which we are eating, and it will go into our stomach, correct? Then what is the use? Even though we are eating lots of fresh food and everything, but because we have not cleaned our mouth properly, so we are not still hygiene. We cannot call ourselves mouth hygiene. So always make a point saying that once you brush your teeth, with that you should always clean your tongue. Yes. The next thing is skin. Skin protects the organs inside our body. Yes. Children, skin always keeps our body part inside. Like it's our outer covering. It is our outer covering of our body. Imagine you don't have skin. Your heart pumping out here, your lungs are falling, your stomach is falling, you have to hold your body organs like that. So to keep your body organs intact in your body, skin is the outer covering which helps us to keep all body part inside. And also it is one of the major sense organs, because it helps us to feel smooth and rough surfaces. It helps us to feel the things. It helps us to feel whether the things are hot and cold or so on. And one more thing, children, about skin is you feel pain, right? From where do we feel the pain? We feel the pain through skins. If you have fallen outside, like if you go outside for playing, you fall down, you get minor injuries, your skin gets worn out. That particular pain is sensed by the skin. If you have an insect bite, if a mosquito bites on that, you will have itching, you'll have that sense of pain. From where do we get all these things? We get through our skin only. And one big good thing about skin is it is the largest organ of our body. Skin is the largest organ of our body. The skin stops germs from entering inside the body. Yes. See, children, imagine if you do not have skin, the germs can directly sit on the body parts, internal body parts, right? So it will protect our body not to enter the germs inside our bodies. Yes. What are we supposed to do to keep our skin healthy? Please bath daily. You have to remove all the dirts and germs from your skin. You should keep your skin very healthy. Yes, children, you should always take bath regularly, because see, why am I saying that way? See, why am I saying like that? Because see, whenever you go out, you sweat a lot. Whenever you go out, you have all dust particle, not just going inside your mouth or nose or something. The dust particle gets stick to our skin. And if we do not remove, our skin starts getting itching, and it gets lots of irritation, and you'll have many of your skin diseases and all. So it's always advisable to take care of our body part very nicely. Keep your sense organs very healthy, children. It's very important to keep our sense organs, because imagine a life if you are not able to hear anything. Imagine a life if you are not able to see anything. Imagine a life if you do not have a tongue and all. So how does it look like? Yes, if you do not have skin, what will happen? Your body parts will start pumping outside, right? It will start jumping from your stomach is jumping this side, your lungs, your heart, like. And skin, if skin is not healthy, imagine if you have a itching, you'll feel, you don't feel good, you feel very irritable. Always eat right thing, do not eat junk food, keep your body healthy and hygiene. Okay, this was your first chapter, overall overview of all the different sense organs. Please read this chapter and be prepared for your exams.